artists, and welcome to day 90. This is the epic journey, and I'm DaleneFM. Today I'm just carrying on with the Chiaroscuro painting. There's no real need for me to do a lot of narrating as to what I'm actually doing, because I'm not really doing anything specifically different. The paint that I'm using, I've just mixed my flesh colors as usual. The paint that I'm using is a 50-50 mix, so I've got 50% alkyd oil and 50% turpentine. And I'm using the paint relatively thinly. I'm not wanting to completely obliterate the drawing that I've got underneath, but it is a lot thicker than what you would use, for a dead layer, for example, if I was doing a glaze painting. Now I'm concentrating mainly on the light and dark effect, because that's what makes it a chiaroscuro painting. The light is not as light as what it's going to be. I'm going to have to come back at on a subsequent layer and give it a lot more highlight, and I may well have to do that again with the low lights as well. So this is very much the first layer. There's a total lack of detail at this stage. I've got there's no eyelashes in yet, there's no color in her eye yet, or glint in her eye even. At this stage, like I said, it's just dark and light that I'm worrying about. Although I am working in color, it's not like a grisaille where I would be working in black and white. I am working in color, but there's a lot less color in this painting now than what there will be in the end. Although I will say that with chiaroscuro paintings, it seems to be quite common for them to be relatively monotone. So although they're not grayscale paintings, they tend to be quite muted in their colors. And what I'm finding when I'm doing this, quite unintentionally, this was sort of happening all of its own accord while I was doing this painting. I did initially start putting a little bit of extra alizarin crimson when I was painting on her forehead area, and I realized that it was the color was way out. It wasn't coming out the right flesh tone. It was looking a little bit lilac-y on her forehead there, so I will go back and correct that in a subsequent layer, but I wasn't going to wipe it off. It wasn't necessary. But then what I did do is I stuck to a relatively muted flesh tone for the rest of her face. I do think, now that I've been working on this a little bit, that depending on what happens on the next couple of layers, at the end of this I might well come in and do some glaze layers just to pick up the colors a little bit, to get some more color in the face. But at this stage it's starting to look quite a lot like a chiaroscuro painting. I haven't got as far as doing the hair and the ear and the neck and the background at this stage. I thought I would call it a day just finishing the face, because it has taken me quite a long time. And I didn't want to bombard you with an enormous amount of video to watch on the first layer, so I thought I'd split it up in a couple of videos, the first layer. But the main thing is that the lights and darks are put in there quite strongly, and I think so far we've achieved that. So there you have the completion of the first layer of the face. I will be back tomorrow to complete the first layer on the rest of the painting, the ear, the neck, and the hair and background, of course. So I look forward to seeing you in day 91. Thank you so much for joining me in day 90. Please will you like and share and follow this painting to completion. And of course, don't forget to comment, and your interaction is always welcome. Thank you so much, artists. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
That's what you want to do.